Now, I've been watching this for a few minutes now. It's incredible. Not only the noise, but how far in the air rock and debris is spewed, hundreds and hundreds of feet into the air. Look at those rocks over there. Pretty incredible. That's why we're keeping a pretty safe distance away from it. But still, you can hear those explosions from miles away here.
The latest violent eruptions spewing fountains of lava.
Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now at least 19 fissures splitting open in residential neighborhoods. Gas so toxic, it's killing trees and grasses. Geologists say these fiery flows scorching the Big Island appear to be moving faster, burning hotter, and are more erratic than ever before. Now the billowing crater atop Kilauea appears ready to blow. When the lava lake inside drops, hitting cooler groundwater below, a catastrophic steam explosion could launch ballistic boulders the size of cars into the air. From the air last week, we could see smokestacks and the steady progression of the lava field. It now covers land the size of 100 football fields. Over the weekend, with new fissures threatening a geothermal power plant, thousands more could be evacuated. Tonight, Kilauea's fury already felt, but its most powerful blast may be yet to come.
Volcanologists tell us it is only going to intensify. This morning,
those eruptions booming across the southern part of Hawaii. In its eastward creep, the lava fountains and vents seemingly intensifying their explosions, hurling lava bombs hundreds of feet into the air. We boarded a helicopter to see those 4 new fissures that have cracked open the earth over the past 48 hours.
I see a lava explosion down there. You can see that pop of red.
And on the ground, we joined Herschel Hood, who'd fled but promised his neighbors he'd come back with water. We drove through that haze of sulfur dioxide, which officials fear could threaten the 50,000 people that live on this side of the island. Some of the roads we saw impassable. About 400 people remain hunkered down here, including his friend, Alan.
Alan, I got water for you.
As we unloaded the water for him, he recounted how terrifying it had been.
I thought my house was going to fall apart.
Literally shaking your house.
Oh yeah, every 5 seconds. Boom, boom.
When'd you get some sleep?
I haven't slept for days.
Still, like the others, he insisted on staying. But barely 1,000 yards away, those fissures roaring and sputtering.
And those explosions of gas and rock sending those boulders hundreds of feet in the air, but you can also see the shock waves and the heat just radiating off the plane right there.
A mandatory evacuation order remains in effect for the 2,000 residents of this part of the island, many of whom have been out of their homes now for nearly 2 weeks.
Volcanologists tell us that a big eruption at Kilauea is a virtual inevitability.
We have ongoing activity at Kilauea's summit, so the level of earthquake activity remains pretty elevated and the summit continues to subside. We're having continuing ash emissions from the summit crater. They're intermittent and they're rising a few thousand feet above the crater. Yesterday we had a little bit of ashfall down at Punalu'u, and that kind of activity may continue throughout the day if the situation stays as it is. But still pretty low level ash emissions, but lots of activity up there as far as the earthquake activity and subsidence. Down on the East Rift Zone, activity also continues. The biggest fissure we've had so far is fissure 17. And we've been tracking that over the last day. It has a lava flow that's been heading east towards the highway, and the good news is that the lava flow advance has slowed overnight. So it's moving just a few tens of yards every hour, and it's really slowed down since early yesterday. Let's see, and activity, the fountaining at fissure 17 has also diminished somewhat. But the latest news we have is from an overflight we did first thing this morning, and there's been some new fissures open up uprift of 17, and so we think we're now at fissure 20 and 21. We just got the information on these new fissures, and so we're kind of working it out. And they're very small still, but the potential for them to produce increased fountaining and lava flows is there, and we'll be watching those closely throughout the day. So those are just uprift from 17. This week we're also going to be looking at putting out some new seismic instruments further down rift to be able to track earthquake activity if it were to move more to the east.